So we are here at Del State. I am at the second stop on my Women's History Month tour for 2015. And I felt like I wanted to bridge my platform with where, sort of I kind of found myself. Like, when you talk about women's history, you talk about building a foundation and a powerful woman. It starts here in the universities, in the HBCUs. This is my alma mater, so I wanted to come back and kind of pay it back a little bit while I was able to teach people about, what it is that I do and how I got started and where I'm looking to go. So I want you guys to enjoy this event. I'm here at Delaware State with the Sisterhood of Success organization, and we're gonna have some fun tonight. So I hope you guys are ready for some fun, because I'm ready. Stop on my Women's History Month tour, I felt like I wanted to bring everybody into the picture that kind of influenced my picture and how I built it. So I invited my best friend along, Sierra Young, who's a daycare and business owner in the area of Philadelphia, to kind of speak with me on how, your brand starts right here. Everything we did at Del State together, how we motivated each other, is what shaped us into the people that we are. And that's why I love her so much, and that's why I want to share her with everybody and everything that I'm doing on this second stop.
My name is Sierra Young. Pretty much introduced me. We were roommates here at Del State for all 4 years. From freshman year, I kind of bamboozled my way into her room. I helped her get through college, she helped me get through college. I probably was ready to pack up about 4 different times. Like, I can't take this, I'm out of here, I'm not doing it no more, this is it. My sophomore year, I switched from an education major to a social work major. I liked that major way better than education because I felt like education was focused on being a teacher. And I knew I always wanted to be my own boss. But I knew as soon as I got out of college, I was going to be my own boss because I know myself. So me focusing on trying to be a teacher, and realistically, math for teachers was just not for me. So I pretty much switched to social work, which was the next thing possible that can get me through the career that I'm in. I actually own a daycare center right now called Universal Kids. I'm actually part owner and director of my mom's daycare center, Creative Minds, like she said. My days are pretty busy. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. My days start at 6:30 in the morning, don't end until about 8 o'clock at night. And that's every single day. And like, when Loren asked me to come, I'm not the kind of person that's going to stand up here. Like, this is my first time ever standing on the stage here at Del State. I'm not even going to lie. Like, this is my first time being here. I wasn't in any organizations. I didn't participate in any type of crowd, anything. I only came to support her. If it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't even support anything here. Like I told y'all before, college basically helped me all the way around. Like, one thing I can say is I enjoyed it. Like, just driving here, we was in the car like, man, we wish we could do this all over again. Like, right now, y'all probably thinking like, I can't wait to get out here. No, wait, like, you can wait. Like, when your time is supposed to come, it's going to come. Because when you step out in the real world, your whole mindset changed. Not everybody's mindset changed, but if you're here on the right path and you're here for a reason, your mindset is just going to automatically start changing with junior and senior year anyway. Like, okay, I gotta get serious. I gotta skip a couple happy hours, graduate, and now it's really time to like focus on what I really want to do. Join everything you could possibly join. Do everything you could possibly do while you're here, because once you step out in the real world, people want to look at you differently. People, their first mindset is, okay, what can you offer me? For those who, like, I think me and Loren worked out as friends because we're totally two different people. And like, we don't try to step on each other's toes. She doesn't try to be me, and I don't try to be her. People like me who are behind the scenes or don't have anything, don't want to be in front of the camera, don't mean you're not working just as hard as Loren, who's in front of the camera and doing know, people look at her and it's like, oh my God, look at Loren, she's doing so much stuff. And she is doing a bunch of stuff. And it's like, I'm looking at her like, okay, there's more. And to us, we're still like, hey, we got so much stuff to do. We're still trying to get out of here. And like, people look at her and it's like, oh my gosh, she's made it out. And then it's like people behind the scenes, people would never know what I do. People would look at me like, well, where's she been at? What's she doing? But I'm working just as hard as her. I get up just as early as she do, if not earlier. So my point of saying it is, yeah, I know I get up earlier than her. My point is be yourself. Like, don't let anybody, like, it's okay for other people to motivate you, because she motivates me and I motivate her. But at the end of the day, you have to be content with yourself.
So one thing that Sierra said, like, I always struggle with trying to make people understand, like, I don't want to graduate and just go work at a regular job. But people never understood why I always felt like I'm supposed to be in front of a camera. I'm supposed to be in the entertainment industry. I know that's kind of like a hoop dream if you want to label it, but that's what I know was for me. People never got that though. It wasn't until I got my first internship, my first really big internship, that people even were like, oh, so you're serious. Like, you're really going to make this a life for yourself. And it was just so funny to see even people here that I was on campus with who was just like, oh, okay, that's cute. Okay, you model, that's cute. Okay, you got a lot of followers on Instagram. You bring yourself, that's cute. When I got that job at Project Runway the summer of my sophomore year, I came back and people were like, Loren, how did you do it? I was just cute, like 6 months ago. So you really have to understand that your journey is your journey, and people are not going to understand that, but that's okay, because it's not for them to understand, it's for you to do. Like, and that's something that I had to get, and that's one of the best things I let college know. And then I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. Sierra might be like, I don't think you should do it. Sierra might be like, all right, Loren, you kind of crazy, but I'm gonna be like, if this is what I want, I'm gonna go do it. Fall on my face, get back up, start all over again. That's what it is. But it all started from building a foundation for myself. Internships, networking. I was here at Delaware State in Dover, and I hated Dover because I knew I wanted to be in a big city. So every summer, I wasn't going home and turning up. You might catch me there every other weekend, but I was in New York interning with networks. Even if I was in Delaware, I was working for major corporations. Like, I was trying to become and build myself this platform and this resume so that when I sat at a table with people and they asked me, what is it that you can bring? I had something to offer. One of my mentors, when I first met her here at Delaware State, she asked me, you know, if I was to sit you at the table with 5 people who could give you like the dream job, like the job that you would just love to have, like you could just reach and grab it, what would you have to offer them today that would make them say, yes, you can have it? And I thought about that. I was like, wait, I want to be on TV, I want to be on the radio, I want to own my own production empire, like I want to do a lot, but I have nothing to say, well, here, this is what I've done so far. So I was like, I gotta start working hard. I get out of college in a couple of years, and that's what I did. And people love the fact that you're a college student. I would email the heck out of people that I met and just be like, I'm in college, can you talk to me for 10 minutes? And because they feel like they're giving back, they would do it. But little did they know, I wanted to do that because I knew I wouldn't trust them, because I knew what I could bring to the table. And then once I graduated, I was able to use all of those relationships to do everything that I'm doing now. I moved to LA for a couple months after I graduated because I just know that that's where I'm supposed to be, and I want to get back there. But it didn't work out. Like, it didn't. I went out there and I was like so steadfast. I'm like, I'm not coming back. If I go back, that means I failed. And I was like, you know what? I'm not coming home no matter what. Situations happened where it was just like, Loren, you need to go home. You can come back here. LA is not going anywhere. So I came back home when I want to say, as I was walking to check my luggage in the airport. As I'm walking onto this plane, my boss texted me like, hey, how's LA going? And I was like, dang, now I gotta tell people I failed. So I text her back like, well, you know, like I'm on my way home for a little bit, it didn't work out. She's like, oh, that's so good. I'm like, what does she mean that's good? Like, what? She was like, I mean, if you're coming back, you need money, we can make a job for you here. You need first year experience anyway, I'll give you an associate project lead title. So I came back and walked right into a job. Like, Angela Simmons was looking for a TV correspondent for her web series that she was developing. And one of my friends just tagged me on Instagram like, hey, I don't know if you're interested in this, but I think it's a good opportunity. I reached out. Well, when she tagged me, then Instagram followed me. So I'm like, okay, so they kind of noticed me a little bit. I reached out via email, they left my look, they invited me in for an interview. So I went in for an interview. It's like 10 girls. I'm walking, I'm like, dang, for this to be for Angela Simmons, it's not really many people in there. These girls are like from bigger schools. They had internships for like CNN, and I mean, I've had some really nice internships. So I was kind of like, I might not get this. So the interview was kind of like being on camera. You can do a fake interview. So I'm interviewing this person or whatever. I leave. The next probably like 3 days, I got another email that said, like, you know, come back for a second interview. So I go to the second interview, it's like empty, nobody's there. I'm really wondering, like, if it's a second interview, why am I the only person here? They made it seem like I was in competition with somebody. So she's like, all right, I'm just gonna tell you the truth. You got the position, Angela loves you, and she's on her way here right now. So I'm like, okay, all right, I'm in here. Like, I did it. Like, I'm texting them like, yo, I got it. I got it. Like, I'm trying not to cry. And it was just, at the time, it was like the best thing that could ever happen to me in life. Like, I mean, I have a platform now, I have a title. I uploaded on Instagram and people just, they like the picture. It's like, oh, that's what's up. Again, people were like, oh, that's cute. Angela uploaded me. People calling me, texting me, can I get an internship? How can I get connected with her? I'm like, it's so funny how when you're trying to do something for yourself that people don't understand, they don't understand it. But when somebody's already paved the way a little bit, that they can follow, bigger Instagram followers. So now it looks like something a little bit more. People are just they're easily influenced. So I was like, okay, cool. So now I know, no matter what I do, I can't please people again. I was back at the point where it's just like, this is my journey. I don't care about what nobody's talking about. So I worked with the English State for a while. I'm still working with them. But even in that, I came to find out that it doesn't matter how big a platform is, how big a name is, there are ups and downs in every industry. January, they told us, like, you know, we're going to be in a shooting club. They talking about taking like 4 or 5 months off. What am I going to do? So I had this YouTube channel that I had kind of started in Delaware State, played around with it a little bit. So I was like, you know what? While people are still hype about the fact that, you know, I work with Angela and I'm doing all the stuff I'm doing, I'm going to use my marketing skills that I use at Delaware State to brand myself, and I'm just going to reach out to people and see what happens. I always feel like it's not about what you're doing. Like, it's about how you brand it and how you make it look. That's what carries you. So I was like, okay, so Karen Sybil, who's my idol, she went on a tour. Why can't I go on a tour? So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to call this the Women's History Month. Because people literally look at me like, yo, you are there. Like, you got it. And I'm like, yeah, I have it and I have something. But I'm not completely where I want to be yet. And I've been in rooms with very big people and very big, important people behind the scenes, behind the camera, in front of the camera, whatever, however you want to spin it. And they're all still working like they hadn't made it yet. So I feel like just because people are giving me a little bit of Instagram hype and you can see me in pictures with this person or that person, I'm not done yet. My journey is not over. My story is not complete. And it doesn't start once you get that Angela Simmons opportunity. Because even with that opportunity, I'm out here hustling on my own. I'm doing this for my own TV channel. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta just keep pushing it. When I was at Delaware State, my grades, I switched from a mass communications major to a marketing major, and she was laughing because I used to be pissed. My grades were low. And my grades were low because I'm not a math person at all, but I can get up and talk and I can sell it. So I always was like, all right, look, as long as I can keep my marketing courses up, and Ebony would tell you, my friend Ebony sitting here on the end of the table, I would come to her like, yo, can you help me do this finance course? And I got you with the marketing course. Because I would be getting A's in our marketing classes, but all my finance classes, I'm getting like, yo, what is wrong with me? Why can't I get this? My grades were never where they were supposed to be at the time they were supposed to be, like, up. So I felt like I couldn't do anything. I was like, you know what, I'm going to transfer. Try to transfer to FIT New York, got denied. So I was like, dang, what am I going to do? I'm here still. So I was like, all right, well, I got friends that are trying to run for SGA. So let me hype them up real quick. Let me put together a marketing proposal, a campaign proposal for them to help them win. Doing that because I felt like if they're telling me I can't be on SGA, I'm going to put myself in SGA. So it got to the point where people started associating me with SGA. I branded myself. Homecoming time, they'll reach out, hey, you want to host these events? Sometimes you got to work it. Like, and that's literally all I did here at Delaware State was I worked it like so much. So that when I left, you said that table with them 5 people who give me a job. Oh, well, what job is it, Tigo? Well, here's my reel, here's my resume, here's my references. Oh, is it business corporate? Here's product design, here's marketing design, here's marketing portfolios that I started when I was in college. Like, I started building something for myself. So you have to start here. That's what's really, really important. So we just finished. Stop 2, down. I did it. I have 3 more stops to go, including another stop in Philadelphia, New York City, and who knows what else might happen before the month is over. But it's stop 2. You guys are still tuned in, still rocking with me. It's Loren Lo, 2LTV. See you guys.